Man, I gotta tell ya, the way General Hospital has been treating TJ Ashford lately, it's just straight up disrespectful, you know? Like, where the hell has he been? We haven't seen his face in what feels like a freaking eternity. It's like the writers just, poof, made him vanish into thin air. The second things got messy with Molly. I'm sitting here watching the screen every day like a hawk, and I'm just seeing nada, zilch. But the rumors, oh man, the rumors are finally starting to heat up, and it's about to get real ugly real fast in Port Chuck. I mean, let's look at the facts here. TJ and Molly, that whole domestic partnership thing was basically the bedrock of the younger crowd in town, and then it just crumbled. Now, Molly is out here living her best life. Well, sort of. With Cody Bell, of all people. I didn't see that one coming, honestly. And she's undergoing this major surgery to get her fertility back on track because she wants to be a mum so bad. It's heavy stuff, for real. But while she's at GH getting poked and prodded, TJ is just MIA. Not a word. Not a text. It makes you wonder if he's even in the same zip code anymore, or if he just decided to hop on a plane and never look back. But here's the kicker, and this is the part that's really going to hurt when it finally lands. The only person who's been keeping any kind of line open with him is his mum, Jordan, and man, Jordan is in some deep, deep trouble. The tragedy nobody saw coming. So, word on the street is Jordan gets into this absolutely brutal accident. We're talking life or death, sirens blaring, blood everywhere kind of situation. She's got a traumatic brain injury and some serious internal bleeding. Hemorrhaging in the brain is no joke, y'all. I've seen enough medical dramas, and obviously GH is the king of them, to know that when you hear brain bleed, you start praying. She could literally kick the bucket before they even get her on the operating table. It's that grim. And TJ, he's got no clue. He's out there somewhere, probably brooding or trying to forget Molly's face, while his mother is fighting for every single breath. But get this, the phone. Jordan's phone is sitting there, maybe in a plastic bag with her personal effects, or maybe Curtis is holding it. I can totally see it. Curtis is sitting there in the hallway, looking like he's aged 10 years in 10 minutes, holding that phone, and suddenly it starts vibrating. TJ pops up on the screen. Can you imagine the knot in Curtis's stomach? He has to pick up. He has to be the one to break the news that the world is falling apart. The moment of truth, when Curtis picks up, TJ's probably going to be all like, hey mum, I just wanted to, and then silence. Curtis has to tell him, TJ, you got to get home now. It's your mum. Man, that's going to be the moment TJ realizes that his little hiatus, his whole hiding from the world because my heart is broken phase, it's over. It has to be over. You can't hide from a dying mother. He's going to have to face Port Charles. He's going to have to face the hospital where he used to work. Is he even still a doctor there? Who knows with these writers? And most importantly, he's going to have to face the fact that he might lose the one woman who has always had his back. He's going to come back in tears. I'm calling it now. It's going to be raw. It's going to be messy. The cold reality of the hospital ward. So TJ rushes back, right? He probably doesn't even pack a bag. He just gets on the first flight or drives like a maniac until he hits the GH parking lot. He's going to walk into that ICU and it's going to hit him like a freight train. The beeping of the machines, the smell of antiseptic, that it's different when it's your own flesh and blood on that bed. And because he's her son, he's the next of kin. He's the guy who has to sign the papers. And this is where the story gets a bit educational, if you will. In the real world, and in the soap world, someone has to take responsibility for those life-altering decisions. The doctors, they're hesitant. They don't want to cut into a brain that's already under that much pressure unless they absolutely have to, or unless they have the legal go-ahead. TJ has to sign those surgical consent forms. So imagine the pressure. If the surgery goes wrong, he's the one who authorized it. If he waits too long and she dies, he's the one who waited. It's a lose-lose situation for a son who's already emotionally fragile. The doctors are probably waiting for a window of opportunity. They want her to regain consciousness even for a second, or for the swelling to go down just enough. But the brain, it doesn't always play by the rules. It's unpredictable. 1 minute she's stable, the next the monitors are screaming because the hemorrhage is spreading. They might have to rush her in way sooner than expected. The waiting room from hell. This is where the drama really peaks for me. TJ is sitting in that waiting room, staring at the floor, probably shaking, and who walks in? Molly. And she's not looking great either. Remember, she just had her own surgery to help her get pregnant. She's probably still in a hospital gown with a robe over it, dragging an IV pole, or maybe she's just really weak and pale. But she hears about Jordan, and she can't stay away. Despite everything, the breakup, the hurt, the Cody of it all, she still cares. She was TJ's person for years. It makes sense that she'd be the one to try and comfort him. She knows what makes him tick. She knows how much he loves his mum. So she sits down next to him, and for a second, it's like the last year didn't happen. It's just two people who used to love each other, holding on for dear life in a crisis. And Cody? What about Cody Bell? You'd think he'd be jealous, right? Seeing his girl comforting her ex. But I think Cody is smarter than that. Or maybe he's just got a better heart than people give him credit for. He knows that this isn't about him. This is about life and death. He's going to stand back, maybe grab some crappy hospital coffee for everyone and just let it happen. There's a time for jealousy and there's a time for just being a human being. This is definitely the latter. The grim prognosis. But I got to be honest with y'all. I'm scared for Jordan. General Hospital loves a good tragedy. And losing a character like Jordan Ashford, that would send shockwaves through the whole city. She's the glue for the Ashfords. She's the one who keeps Curtis in line mostly. She's the one TJ looks up to if she doesn't make it. Man, TJ would have to be the one to handle everything. The funeral, the arrangements, the final goodbye. And he'd have to do it while looking at Molly and realizing that his whole support system is different now. He'd have to find a way to be a man, a doctor, and a grieving son all at the same time. It's almost too much to ask of one character. I really hope she pulls through. I really do. Jordan is a powerhouse. She survived so much bad marriages, undercover stings. Being the police commissioner, it would be such a shame to see her go out because of an accident. But that's the thing about soaps. They like to remind us that nobody is safe. Why this matters. The soap philosophy. Looking at this from an analytical perspective, this storyline is actually pretty brilliant for TJ's character development. He's been stagnant. He's been the nice guy for so long. Seeing him pushed to the absolute brink, seeing him have to make these life-altering medical decisions, that's how you build a legacy character. It's also a reality check for the audience. Life moves fast. One day you're worrying about your relationship status, the next you're signing a consent form for your mum's brain surgery. It teaches us that maybe holding on to those old grudges like TJ hiding from Molly isn't worth it when the big stuff hits. I'm sitting here typing this out and I'm frustrated but also hooked. I hate that Jordan is in danger, but I love that TJ is finally coming back into the fold. He's been gone way too long, and if it takes a tragedy to bring him home, well, that's just how the drama rolls in Port Charles. The grammar in this post might be a bit all over the place because I'm just so fired up about this. Like, why now? Why do this to Jordan right when Curtis is finally getting his feet back under him? It's cruel. It's classic GH. But TJ, man TJ, I hope he's ready. He's about to walk into a storm that he might not be able to navigate alone. He's going to need Curtis. He's going to need awkwardly Molly. And he's going to need a whole lot of luck. Sometimes, I think the writers just throw darts at a board to see who they can torture next. Okay, let's see. Jordan gets a brain bleed and TJ has to come back and cry. It feels like that sometimes, doesn't it? But at the same time, this is the stuff that keeps us watching. The stakes are high, the emotions are real, and the outcome, well, the outcome is anyone's guess. If Jordan dies, I'm going to be so mad. Like, legit write a letter to the studio mad. She's too important. She's one of the few characters who actually has a moral compass well, most of the time anyway. And TJ, he needs her. The town needs her. Anyway, I'm just rambling now. But you get what I'm saying? The return of TJ is going to be an emotional nuke. He's going to arrive at that hospital, eyes all red, heart in his throat, and we're all going to be right there with him, hoping that when the surgeon walks out of those double doors, the news is good. But in Port Charles, good news is hard to come by. You got to wonder if the educational value here is just about the medical stuff or if it's about life in general. Like, don't wait until someone is on their deathbed to pick up the phone. TJ's been dodging calls and hiding out, and look where it got him. He's rushing back for a goodbye instead of a hello. That's a tough pill to swallow, even for a doctor. I'm going to be glued to the screen next week. I need to see how this plays out. I need to see if TJ and Molly have that moment. I need to see if Curtis can keep it together. And mostly, I need to see Jordan open her eyes one more time. Don't do this to us, GH writers. Give TJ his mum back, but also keep the drama coming, because this is the best stuff we've seen in months. The way they've layered the fertility surgery with the brain injury. It's like life and death overlapping in the same hospital corridor. Poetic, but also super stressful. I'm out. I gotta go process all these feelings. Catch you all later. Maybe when TJ finally shows his face and we can all stop wondering where he's been hiding. It's gonna be a wild ride. For real. Just keep the tissues ready. I have a feeling we're gonna need them. And man, I hope Cody stays in his lane. He's a good guy, but this is Ashford family business. It's deep, it's old, it's Port Charles history in the making. And hey, maybe, just maybe, this is the wake-up call everyone needs. To stop the bickering, stop the hiding, and just be there for each other. Because at the end of the day, when the monitors start flatlining, that's all that really matters. Right? I guess we'll see. I guess we'll just have to wait and see. Man, I'm stressed just thinking about it. TJ, hurry home. Your mum needs you. We all do. It's a lot. Everything is a lot right now. But that's why we love this show. Peace out. Actually, wait, I just thought of something else. What if the surgery goes well, but she has permanent damage? Like, what if she's not the same Jordan? That's another layer of hell for TJ to deal with. So, being a doctor, he'll know exactly what's wrong, and he'll have to watch her struggle. Man, that might be even worse than losing her. Seeing a strong woman like Jordan reduced to, well, you know, okay, now I'm really done. My brain is spinning. Keep your fingers crossed for the Ashfords, guys. They're going to need every bit of luck they can get. Straight up. Port Charles is about to get hit with a reality check. And I am here for it, even if it hurts. I think, yeah, let's see what happens next. TJ is coming home and nothing is ever going to be the same. Period. The weight of the world is on that kid's shoulders. I call him a kid, but he's a grown man, a doctor, yet in the face of your mum dying, you're always just a kid. I remember when my own, well, that's a story for another time, but I feel for him. I really do. Stay tuned. It's going to be heavy. Very, very heavy. And maybe, just maybe, we'll get some answers. Finally. TJ signing off, well, me signing off about TJ. You know what I mean. Catch ya on the flip side. Don't forget to watch. It's going to be a doozy. Man, I hope she makes it. I really, really do. Peace.